Hey tubers, it's a beautiful spring day in the far-flung suburbs.
Hey tuber.
Today we're gonna So I'm out on a service call to replace a PV switch, which we've covered PV switches here before. I got to replace one of those, and one of the lamp posts that switch controls is not lighting, so we got to diagnose that. So let's take a look here. So this is what we're working with here today. Got the ladder. That is not how you use a ladder. The tool bag right there, the lamp. So one of the ailments was a PV switch wasn't operating. This PV switch here goes through a 1/2-inch knockout. It's shot. So that wasn't working. So part of the job is to replace this and get this lamp to work. So to replace that switch, you gotta take the lamp off its base, which is a pain for such a simple task. So I took it off the base here, and I also opened it at the top to get access to the junction up at the socket. And I'm greeted by this. So yeah, there it's lit. You probably cannot tell because it's 1,000 degrees bright out here. But there was the neutral was loose, where it connects from the solid copper conductor to the stranded conductor for the lamp socket. That connection was loose. I've been finding a lot of loose neutrals lately, so comes in phases. So I'm on the same job here, but I got a different light. It's funny, it was the first light and the last light in the string of lights, but this last one here has the issue that I was hoping for, and that there is some corrosion in the socket. And you always start with the simplest solution, or the simplest spot to look for a problem when you're troubleshooting stuff like this in the field. I'll get this cleaned up, stick a bulb in, turn the breaker on, and hopefully we'll be good to go on this one. To clean this socket, I'm using a battery terminal cleaner. It's just like a fuzzy wire brush with a nifty handle and a cap. That has its own cap. So, available at your nearest auto parts store. Always make sure the power is off. The contacts here on this light bulb are fairly corroded as well. So I can buff the bulb up with some sandpaper. It's just an 80 grit general purpose sandpaper. We cleaned up the bulb base. We cleaned up the socket. We screwed the bulb back into the socket. We reinstated power and expected the bulb to light. The bulb did not light. So I took it apart. I'll show you what I found. I found a mess. All these little millipede casings, ants in here, and the cause of our problems, the neutral has been cut. It might be a relative of that sorry sucker that we pulled out of the other post. Transition! The nut on the threaded tube of this lamp assembly should be removed, and that should allow this socket itself to come out. So I'm going to work on that. So things are working out and going nice and smoothly. I'll throw something into the mix, like a cheap tool. That'll put a wrinkle in your plans and keep you on your toes. It allows for a better story. It's not going to get any more broken, so I'm going to take this apart, tinker with it a little bit, see what I can come up with. Okay, so I went to Home Depot, and I'm actually in the parking lot, snuggled up under a tree in the corner. And I just wanted to reassemble this here at the store so I could make sure I had what I needed. So let me put this all back together, and we'll see if we got the right parts. So this is what we were missing, or this is what's busted. It has the frayed wire. I found this replacement for like $5, if that, and looks good. The wires are a little bit shorter, but that should not be an issue whatsoever. So just pull the threaded rod off the old lamp, off of the old lamp holder. Put the wires through. Threaded rod back in. It's finger tight. I'll just give it a little tight with this cute little crescent wrench. Yep. Look. Got her. Okay, old one out, new one in. Let's go stick this on the post. So we're back on site. Everything went back together in the parking lot. So we got the lamp right there. I'll get set up real quick, put it back together, and try to make the school bus. Let's go. Okay, it's all back together, got the bulb in. I'll flip the breaker, turn the power on, and hopefully you'll see it light up. And then it should go out because of the PV switch. So let's try it. So there you go. We got this fixed. So thanks for tuning in. Oh, one more step. Drop that screw in the grass, and I found it. It's a good day. So that's a typical day for me. Show up to fix a problem that should take about 15 minutes and have it end up taking about 3 hours. So that's typically how it goes. You know, everything's a project. So as long as you get it done, you get things working better, get things tuned up, then call it a win. I'll call this a win. So thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate everybody tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you all.